Hello students, welcome to the session 4 of unit 3rd of the subject Consumer Behavior and Marketing Communications. The topic for today is meaning, nature and scope of advertising management. So, let us start with the understanding of what the advertising is. Advertising, it is the word which is derived from Latin word advertire, which means to turn attention of something, which means that it is to generate focus on something, right. So, when we talk about advertising, we focus on this intention, that is advertire, that is to spread the awareness. The dictionary meaning for advertising is to announce publicly. That means we are intended for mass communication. We are focusing on publicly, right. Then focused on present and prospective customer. Who is the target audience for us? Either the current customers of the company, the present customers of the company, or the prospective ones, right. Let us discuss the definition of advertising given by Dr. Philip Kotler. So, advertising is paid form of non-personal presentation. One, it is a commercial activity. So, when we talk about advertisement, it should be clear in our mind that it is a paid activity, it is a commercial activity driven by the company. Then it is a non-personal presentation. That means we are not meeting one on one, we are not meeting in person, fine. It is a non-personal, we are not meeting personally. That need to be taken care of, because this is something which differentiate advertising from various other functions, various other tools like direct marketing or personal selling. Then what we try to do? We try to promote what? It could be any kind of tangible product, it could be any intangible service, or simply an idea of doing something good for the society, idea of providing some benefit to the people, to the customer, to the public as a whole. It could be any particular agenda by an identified sponsor. That means the one who is driving this advertising, the one who has initiated the process, the manufacturer or the marketer, they get identified by the people through the advertisement. That means it should not be in the dark, it should not be that the product is being advertised, but who is the which company is actually manufacturing it, or which particular name is there behind that particular product is not known to everyone. So, something which has to be disclosed as a mandate is that the sponsor should be known to the advertising agencies and get known by the people. Moving ahead, advertising, it is a means of communication, that is we are trying to tell users, we are trying to tell the people about the product, about the service. So, it is a form of communication from the manufacturer or marketer to the end users. Now, the end users could be the present customer, end users could be the future customers. Then it is about to call into action about the public attention. What we want? That people should attract, people should notice the product, people should acknowledge the presence of the product, or merely just get awareness that yes, this particular product is available in the market. Then it is a means to inform and influence the audience. That is another agenda. It actually tries to tell you about the availability of the product, at what price, where it is available. So, working on all the factors all together and communicating you through advertising is what the whole thing do. And they not only inform you, they also try to influence you. So, information is about product, what kind of product it is, where it is available, that is the place, what is the price of the product. And when we come to influence, it is about promotion, right. So, advertising, what it actually intends for, it is a means to inform about product, price and place, and influence, that is perform all the promotional activities for the audience. Now, audience could be your customers, your prospects or the general public, right, fine. So, the intention behind the advertising program is to propagate brand awareness, but it may not come out with positive outcomes only. So, the advertiser need to be very much cautious about it, that whatever they are advertising should go in the right way with the right message. There are so many advertising mishaps which have happened in the past. So, the advertiser have this responsibility to ensure that right message is going to the right set of customer in the right manner. So, that creates a kind of responsibility on the shoulders of advertiser to ensure the effectiveness and the correctiveness. Moving ahead, objectives of advertising. So, advertising being one of the most important function of marketing communication gets aligned with the marketing communication objectives and ensure that all the objectives of marketing communications get fulfilled by advertising. So, somehow both share the common set of objectives. So, the very first is to educate the customers, that is about the inform part, to tell them about the product availability, to tell them about the pricing, to tell them about the place where the product is available, to increase the sales, that is by using the influential aspect to boost the sale, to increase the sales, to build and improve the brand image, that could be done through public relation or publicity acts also. But yes, somehow advertisement conveys the message to the people which impact their senses, which generate stimuli to the customer, like they got to listen the statements, they got to see the statement through various creative aspects on visual media or the audio media, and all those things which got conveyed to the people help in developing a good brand image. Then to inform buyer, inform about the changes, inform about maybe the company has introduced something new, maybe the company has added a new product line to itself, it could be expansion, it could be diversification, it could be adding new flavors to the existing product. So, anything, any information which is important for buyers to know can be informed, can be shared with the customer through advertisement. Further, to assist salesmen, because when you advertise, you convey people about the brand availability, about the assurance of the brand being the credible one, being the effective one, being the reliable one, and that is something which helps the salesman in the process, in the whole process of persuading. So, somehow the sales promotion activity, the personal selling activity and the direct marketing activity got help from advertisement. Moving ahead, it helps in persuading and convincing, which is the major objective of marketing communication, that is to convince people that they should choose brand over other competitive brands. They should go for purchasing, they should go for the exchange by taking money and by giving money and taking the product. So, for that we need to convince the people to trust the brand, to try it once, to make it a part of their life, and that is something which we do through advertising. When I am saying we, I am actually intending towards manufacturer or marketer. So, please take it in the similar way. It could act as a reminder also, it could act as a something which is coming to you and reinforcing that you should continue using the product is still available in the market. When the product is somehow feeling or have that sense that they have reached a level of maturity and having that indications from the market that they need to innovate themselves to stay in the market. So, at that time advertising act as a reminder, advertising can act as a reinforcement message to the people who were using the product earlier. So, to avoid that saturation part, advertisement can act as a major source, major help. Further, to face the competition, to inform people that how your product, how a particular brand is better than other brands which are available, and then to build company reputation, that is the goodwill as a whole. Moving ahead, let's talk about the nature of advertising. As we have already discussed that advertising is a paid form, as we have already talked about that it is a commercial activity. So, it is a paid form of promotion. Second, the non-personal communication, that means there is no direct contact. There is no direct contact between the manufacturer and the user. Visual, spoken or written, advertisement can be done in any of the form. It could be a simple spoken language, it could be a kind of creative through television, through celebrities, through using various colors, characters, logos, slogans and other appeals, or it could be a written one, that means through newspapers, through magazines, simply audio, that is through radio advertisements. Next, identified sponsor, as briefed a little way back, that is identified sponsor, that means the one who is advertising is known to the people, is somebody known to the advertiser, right. So, something which does not happen in dark, it is the transparent one. You know that who is the company behind this advertisement, who is the manufacturer, who is the marketer, and the same is being conveyed through advertising also. So, it used to create image and brand preference, that is why we do advertising. It helps in creating the overall image of the company, brand image of the company. So, when we talk about image, we are not talking only about the brand, we are talking about the company as a whole. And then the brand preference, that means brand X over brand Y. How it can work out? Through advertisement. If the message is convincing enough, if the if the kind of things conveyed to you is something mapping with the needs which you are looking for, you get convinced, you get persuaded, then you can go for a brand selection, or you may choose a brand over another brand. So, the same can be done by advertisement, because advertisement communicates the same thing. It helps in communicating the message. Next, what is the agenda? That is to inform the people, to persuade the people and to remind the people about what? About the goods, about the services or the idea what you had. So, it is about the three functions, that is first telling, that is the informing part, second convincing, that is the persuading part, third reminding, that is to convincing for repurchasing, that is to somehow inducing the customer for developing a better relationship, right. So, it can be used by any organization, any particular organization, whether it is a service industry or it is a kind of non-profit organization, or even if it is a political party or a profit making firm, any kind of organization across the globe can go for advertising, provided it is involved in legal activities. Speedy communication, that means the quick communication. As soon as you see the advertisement, the message is given to you. So, it is a kind of speedy communication. Important aspect of advertising, that it is the one for mass communication. It is something which cover a huge population at a single point of time. So, this is a medium of communication which actually covers a big population. Then it is a creative function of promotion, like you can use so many appeals, you can emotionally drive the customer, you can connect with love, affection, you can even connect through humor or a fear factor, or simply conveying all the good properties of the product. So, any kind of appeal you can use and make the promotional activity creative enough, as this is a part of marketing communication which involves colorful acts, which involves screen, which involves wordings, which involves more than one sense of the customer. So, there is an abundance of creativity in this function, and that can be effectively utilized to make the advertisement better, right. Moving ahead, what is the importance of advertising? So, as we have talked about so many objectives, so many scope or the fundamentals of advertising, advertising actually helps in introducing a new business, new product or service. It actually helps in informing people that yes, this particular company is new in the market, XYZ products they are offering, and likewise these kind of benefits they are providing. So, for a new establishment, it helps in creating a space and generating the market share. Then it gives breakthrough to the business. That means whatever you are targeting for, whatever you are focusing on, that could be possible through advertisements. It helps in creating awareness about a business or product, right. So, what kind of business are you dealing in, what kind of products are you offering, that same awareness can be generated amongst the people, to the people, by advertising. It helps consumers to differentiate product. That means after going through the advertisement, customer can differentiate between brand X and brand Y, and that is something which is facilitated by the advertising. Then it helps to promote and convince customer about the product, company or service. It helps to inform people about that yes, the product is available, then convince that you should try it, you should buy it, and similarly company, product or service can be, can come out with the detailed fundamentals, detailed figures through advertisement. It helps to draw customer to a business and keep existing customer. That means the new customers, the prospects can be attracted, and the existing customers can be tapped for future dealings also. So, advertisement somehow helps in generating loyalty also, it helps in attracting new customers also, it helps in creating a long term benefit to, or a kind of win-win situation for the people and for the company, for the customers and for the organization. And as a whole, as a complete package, advertisement is really beneficial for the companies and obviously the people who get to know about so many options available in the market, and somehow it helps in raising our standard of living also. As a customer, when we get awareness about the availability of some product, so we try to adopt those things in our life, and that particular thing uplifts us in the terms of standard of living. Moving ahead, factors enhancing scope of advertising. The advertisement is gradually gaining its scope in the market. It is one of the field which is of most importance nowadays, of utmost importance nowadays, and that scope is increasing day on day. And what are the factors which are enhancing this particular scope? The very first, increase in ad functions. Overall, the role what advertisement used to play in the past is not limitized to the same manner now. Now, the role has increased. Now, advertisement function is not there only to inform the people about the product availability. It is also about to convince the people, it is also about to remind the people, it is also about to generate brand preferences, it is also about to connect with the people or to convey your good thoughts with the people. So, as a whole, the functions run by advertisements are increasing day by day. Advertisement for attracting and supporting middlemen and salesmen, these are also used for adding up the intermediaries. Now, advertisement helps in adding middlemen, wholesalers, retailers. If we get hold of a good wholesaler or good retailer or the good dealer or distributor, then eventually it helps the brand image of company also. So, that is one of the agenda, that we should get good middlemen who should take the responsibility of brand image of the company, who should focus on the company's growth also. So, if we are advertising effectively, so it helps in adding good intermediaries also. Increase in non-commercial ads, like advertisement for some social agendas like polio drops, blood donation camps, etc., etc. Now, that particular non-commercial aspect is also gaining momentum, especially during the times of pandemics and all, when we were trying to generate funds, when we were trying to ask people, request people to go for donations, medical donations, in the terms of it could be blood donation or plasma donation. At that time, these non-commercial ads have increased, and this is something which has increased the overall scope of advertisement. Growth in media, as we can witness eventually from last decade or more, we got introduced with so many different platforms of advertising, like we got blogs, we got mobile advertisement, we got internet advertisement in the terms of different platforms like Twitter, like Facebook and other social media platforms. So, these platforms were not there in the past. Traditionally, these were not the platform which were opted by the manufacturer or marketer. These platforms got increased eventually, these platforms got enhanced eventually, and that is something, the growth in media has increased the scope of advertising, and it is a kind of win-win approach. But yes, it has also increased the horizon of advertisement. Advertisements are not limited to television, radio or newspapers now. Advertisements are increasing with the increasing medias. Now the companies had to take care of websites also. Now they have to ensure that they should get advertisement on Facebook, on other focusing on Google that search engine optimization things, and then also focus on some YouTube video with experiential marketing. So, all those medias have actually increased the scope and overall horizon of advertising. Increase in competition, that yes, if we need to survive, we need to inform people about the availability of the company, about the products, and also the new features which are added by the company. Like we can see very good example is there in front of us, like Colgate keeps on innovating. They are adding some salt to it, they are adding some Ayurvedic products to the toothpaste, then sometime they are introducing long to the toothpaste, and when they are working on these innovation, they are using advertisement as a medium to inform us, right. Similarly, when a product is coming with herbal options, they are actually trying to inform us, and the source of information, the source of communication and the medium is advertisement. Enhancing viewership, be it on television, be it on radio through various FM channels, be it newspaper or the magazines, it could be on also e-papers, be it internet, mobiles, or Google search options. The overall viewership has enhanced. People are connected now, as I have discussed earlier also, that customer is savvy now, customer is alert now, customer is aware now, they are connected with the technology, they are connected about the product, they are well aware about the existing of product along with other brands also. So, customer is smart enough. So, that viewership, that awareness part has increased. No doubt advertisement has its role of increasing this awareness. The function of advertisement is there to increase that awareness part, but yes, there are more number of people who want to get aware now. So, there are more people who are attached or getting influenced or indicated by television advertisements, by radio advertisements, by digital advertisements or internet based advertisement. So, these are the factors which actually increase the scope of advertising. Moving ahead, let us talk about various types of advertisement and how they actually help as a scope. So, very first, when we talk about institutional advertisement, that is something driven by an institution, what kind of scope it is having? It helps in promoting organization image, idea and political views. Second, advocacy, that means where there is some kind of advisory is there. It helps in promoting a company's position on a public issue, right. So, not only specific to the company, but any kind of public issue can be used in the form of advocacy advertisement company can give clarification, can give justification, or can inform about their bits on any public agenda, public issue. Then product advertisement, which actually helps in promoting products usage, which helps in enhancing features, which helps in enhancing benefits, and the same promotion can be done by advertisement. Then the pioneer advertising, which is having the scope that tries to encourage demand for a product category by just try to read it again. It tries to encourage demand. When we talk about pioneer advertisement, we are focusing on encouraging demand for a product category. Here we are specifically talking about the product or brand. Here we are not talking about any public issues, we are not talking about overall image, we are talking about the product category. How we do that? By informing potential buyers about the product. The classification of the product helps a business design and execute an effective marketing plan. So, overall, for effective marketing, for fulfilling the marketing objective, we use advertising as a source. And yes, pioneer advertisement plays a very important role, very vital role in promoting the sale of a particular brand or product. Moving ahead, when we talk about competitive advertisement, so needless to say, as the name itself suggests, it helps in fighting the competition, it helps in sustaining in the market, it helps in taking care of the market share which you have, which you own of the specific product. So, it points out brand special features, uses and advantages in comparison to competing brands. So, here we are talking about relative figures, we are not talking specifically about the brand, we are not talking specifically about the company, we are talking in comparison with other brands. Then there are comparative advertisement, where two or more brands on the basis of one or more product categories compare with each other, though up to some extent in advertisement it is considered unethical to criticize some another brand and to fame out your own brand. But yes, at some point of time these advertisements supports a lot. These advertisements, the comparative advertisements, are a good source of kind of developing a better brand image rather than the other brands, other competitive brand. So, this is also called as a direct advertisement in the terms of the direct names or the direct categorization of the two brands. Then it comes to the reminder, that remind consumer about an established brand uses. That means it kind of give reminder or the reinforcement, as in what is the use of brand, what are the characteristics of brand and what are the benefits of brand, and reminder along with the reinforcement which give you new reasons or which gives a kind of assurance to you that why this particular brand is right brand and how you can get better satisfaction by using it. So, the scope of advertisement, the different advertisement is immense, and this is one of the major tool which marketers are using to get themselves well established in the business, to have tap on, hold on more and more market share, to have their brand image well established and to fulfill all other objectives and the functions. Thank you. I hope this concept and the session was clear to you. Thank you so much.